Les champions. Suivez désormais tous les samedis de 17h à 18h les champions de l'autographe. Une émission de dictée-question.
La dictée. Monsieur le président du jury.
Et d'épellation de mots en direct de la première.
Honore s'écrit ONCHOCERCOSE.
C'est du gagné.
Papa, maman et les enfants, vite! Prenez un bic et une feuille, faites la dictée avec nous dans une ambiance familiale et conviviale en vue d'améliorer ou de confirmer vos connaissances orthographiques. Le test de la dictée défilera sur vos petits écrans afin de vous permettre de corriger vos copies. Qui de papa, de maman ou de vous les enfants aura fait le plus de fautes? Opérateur économique, saisissez cette opportunité pour faire la visibilité de vos produits et services. Infoline 90 10 77 23 99 56 55 81. Les champions de l'autographe, le prix de l'excellence. Avec les champions togolaisiens, bâtissons la cité.
Cassiège Togo, les jeunes qui osent.
Hello Togo. I am continuing my quest to uncover the truth about the dark story fabricated by Agbéyomé KODJO and his henchmen who have tarnished the image of the patriarch of the nation's commitment and that of my poor self in the political struggle for the advent of change in Togo. To tell the truth, I was speechless, stunned by the Togolese people's capacity to cause trouble and their fertility when it comes to producing lies. The greatest wrong that the 60s dictatorship has done to the Togolese people is, without doubt, to have completely destroyed them morally and ethically, making them viscerally evil and fundamentally mean to each other. The Togolese have lost all notion of discernment and critical thinking to the point of swallowing anything, provided that it gives them the opportunity to vent their anger on any prey delivered to them by the apprentices of those who were at the training center of the RPT, UNIR, like Edem ATSOU KWASSI, who emerged from the bowels of one of the system's most toxic waste-producing masters, namely Iadema's former minister, Yaya Malou, a training he boasts about without remorse, by the way. It is mind-boggling to see at what price every Togolese involved in some way dreams, with or without competence, of becoming a great someone in the next government which, once power has been effectively recovered from the clutches of the Nasingbis, would take in hand the destiny of the people. And to achieve this, they are capable of the worst atrocities to eliminate any hint of visible or invisible, real or potential competition. Agbeyomé and his villainous companions of misfortune were involved in this insane dynamic, with their heads down, forgetting that you don't cut off the branch you're standing on, at the risk of suffering collateral damage. Otherwise, nothing could justify the unimaginable destructive energy that Honoré AKOTIA, Fauré's supposed cousin who proclaimed the death of Fauré's mother, his so-called sister, before her time, Raoul DAGBA, the shoddy Maztavu from the USA. Marcel CODJIE, the blind former inmate of Agombio, the Togolese Guantanamo, Sylvain Amos, the journalist in search of undeserved popularity, Edem ATSOU KWASSI, alias Stinking Mouth. Both by the smell and by the pestilential insanities he spews every time he opens his big mouth, etc. Energy, I said, that they wasted. Honoré AKOTIA claimed that I was good for nothing except mowing his lawns and washing his car for $20 an hour, because I'm just a lazy bum. For Raoul DAGBA. The great American steeped in democratic values, I should have been beaten to death, as they know so well how to do. Following the honorable example of the American policeman who killed George Floyd by pressing his knee on his neck, bravo, the great Democrat. As for the man with the atrophied eyes of a Gombio. I deserve the guillotine for having diverted their dues to erect buildings for me in Lomé and Voguen without the knowledge of the national patriarch. As for Edem ATSOU. I am nothing but a common thief and squanderer of the Archbishop KPODZRO fund, money that he has forgotten to have proclaimed in a public statement against the allegations of Anani FIFA. That I had never managed. And as surprising as it may seem, the Togolese people all swallowed the bait, even the greatest intellectuals whom I admired and who knew of my skills, which they openly appreciated. How could the Togolese turn the page so quickly on my countless works for the benefit of Togolese youth and the country as a whole? And yet these are eye-popping works that have earned me compliments, even from the harshest critics of intellectual works. Who doesn't know that I'm a promoter of one of the most prominent and well-established civil society organizations in the country? Wasn't there a time when people spoke of Kassiej Chaujo, Kassiej Koza, Kassiej Tone, Kassiej Vo, Kassiej Wawa, Kassiej Kloto, Kassiej Zio, Kassiej Ogo, Kassiej Lax, etc. How can you so promptly ignore my voluntary HIV screening campaigns at the Togo 2000 trade fairs? With more than 1,000 tests carried out in a single day and thousands of condoms distributed to visitors and exhibitors at this major commercial event, which drew large crowds every year, even for the benefit of some parish priests, who hadn't once come across my extraordinary ability to mobilize young people through awareness-raising caravans on HIV, AIDS, family planning, breastfeeding, population issues, population census, street medicines, etc., on board a platform of lorries and around 50 vehicles, or even 100, queuing up.
Tapis rouge au professeur Octave Nicouéprome, ancien ministre de l'enseignement supérieur, professeur titulaire de philosophie politique à l'université de Lomé et au finaliste des 3 dernières étapes des trophées des champions de la dictée de Noël conduite avec maestria par son excellence Monseigneur Phillipe FanoKo KODJO, archevêque émérite de Lomé, assisté de son excellence Monseigneur Denis Amouzou DAGBA, archevêque métropolitain de Lomé, rejoint par l'imam de la grande mosquée de Lomé, en collaboration avec le professeur fidèle Nubuko Esdonné de la Flèche à l'université de Lomé, soutenu par les présidents des académies EV Cabier, dimanche 21 juin 2019 à partir de 14h à l'Agora Senghor de Lomé. Au programme dictée sauce piquante.
Je viens de ce côté, je me suis présentée en tant que non-voyante.
Et c'est elle qui a fait moins de fautes parmi les cadets.
Je trouve ça passable, car je ne me suis pas préparée pour le français, je me suis préparée pour l'allemand.
Plus épellation de mots en français. Anglais.
U-N.
Allemand. Espagnol.
Disfrazar, c'est
chinois. Arabe. Effet. Et Kabier.
Elles sont à Smeroun, les Wasmen.
Et les VVDB d'où mes vies déciadées. ba d'ici de quoi, ba retourner et bégbéa, ba doué.
Suivi de la présentation de résumés de 3 œuvres de littérature d'outre-mer, d'Afrique et du Togo en français, anglais, allemand, arabe, évé et kabyé. Prix à gagner, un billet d'avion offert par Sky et 250 000 francs CFA, plus plusieurs autres gadgets. Vite, élèves, étudiants, enseignants, parents, travailleurs de tout secteur d'activité, inscrivez-vous pour participer ou soutenir les candidats de cette compétition intellectuelle, académique et culturelle de haut niveau en vue de contribuer à un nouvel essor du système éducatif togolais. Infoline 90 10 77 23 99 56 55 81. Les champions de l'autographe, le prix de l'excellence avec les champions togolais vient, bâtissons la cité.
Cassiège Togo, les jeunes qui osent.